Hey, welcome to today's daily walk. So if you're just tuning in, once a week, I go on a run and talk to Jesus about money, business, morality, all kinds of stuff. We just get into conversation. And today we were talking about prayer and how I maybe can introduce to our conversation a way to pray for you. So we have God, the creator, Jesus, the leader, and the Holy Spirit, the energizer. So when I pray to think of God, the creator. Okay, I'm gonna use some analogies. So I believe that God created me to be a red Ferrari, man. Like God does not make junk. You know what I mean? You might be a Lamborghini or a souped up whatever, or a helicopter or a jet plane, whatever. I am a big red Ferrari. That's what he created me. Perfect. Everything is perfect. No man can create this. But I sometimes forget that. You know what I mean? I look in the mirror and I beat myself up and I forget. So I pray to God, God, please let me see the perfection that you created me to be. Please let me see the Ferrari, because right now I'm feeling like a Pinto. Then when I see that I'm a Ferrari, and here's where a lot of our prayer lives, we see we're a Ferrari and we're like, dude, yes. So this is what happened to me in 2012. I got my Ferrari, I'm like, wow, I'm running stop signs, all over, reckless, you know what I'm saying? Speeding and, DUIs, I'm being metaphorically here, but, I'm just driving this Ferrari, I almost hit a dog, driving this thing everywhere. That's where you pray to inform a relationship with Jesus, the leader. He is the waymaker. He says, whoa, killer. And this is what he told me. He's like, whoa, you're driving this Ferrari way around town, man. I have a path specifically designed so you can open this thing up. And look, when you drive it around town like you've been driving it, look at these people, you're hurting. I know you didn't realize it, and some you did realize. You almost hit a dog, you hit a couple squirrels. Did you know that? It's actually ruining your Ferrari. Look, there's squirrel fur in your tires. I have a path specific for you where you can open this bad boy up. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So you start praying to Jesus, and he carves out your path that he has for your life. He is the leader. So you have the creator who created you in perfection. Then you have the leader, and that is where you go and you pour that perfection out into the world and journey towards that perfection. And we all have specific paths for that. So then it's, what about the Holy Spirit? What role does he play in this prayer life? So the Holy Spirit is the great energizer. Because, okay, we have the Ferrari, and Ferraris can go super, super fast, right? Well, Jesus leads at a certain pace. Sometimes he's going to put you in a season of life where he wants you to open that bad boy up, and he's going to say, hit the nitrous. You know what I'm saying? Other times, Jesus is going to put you into a season on your path where you're going at 30 miles an hour. And here's where the Holy Spirit comes into play. You know those feelings that you sometimes get of, you're in your calling, you understand, okay, you got the Ferrari, you're driving it on the right path, but you still have those feelings of anxiousness and those feelings of doubt and maybe feelings of guilt. And you're like, man, what is going on? I'm on the right, I'm in the right vehicle, I'm on the right path. That's the Holy Spirit telling you you're trying to go ahead of Jesus. He is the waymaker. He is the leader. He's cutting down the bush and creating the roads. Well, sometimes when he wants us to go at 30 miles an hour, because maybe there's a big ravine, he's got to build a bridge for you, it takes a little time. All right, we want to be like, no, Jesus, come on, man, let's come on, beep, 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 beep. And Jesus is like, dude, are you really beeping at me right now? I'm trying to carve out a bridge right now. You know what I'm saying? So when we have those feelings, that's a good time to pray to the Holy Spirit. And a lot of times, what the Holy Spirit might tell you through that spirit of discernment is to slow down. Hey, Jesus wants you at 50 right now, 50 miles an hour. It's a great pace. You want to go 150 right now. That's why you're feeling anxious. That's why you're feeling not good enough. That's why you're feeling guilty. That's why you're feeling burnt out. Like right now, Eric and I, my wife and I, we really never put the car at zero. But, we've been going 150 miles an hour, during this time right now. Jesus is like, hey, I need you to open it up. So he had us opening it up, and we started to try to go a little bit quicker than Jesus wanted us to go. He's like, okay, cool, let's calm it down now. But, I was like, no, let's go. We're on a roll, momentum. But he knows. And that's when I started getting the feelings of, oh my gosh, burnout, what is going on? I had to pray to the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit's like, hey, you can't outrun or outride Jesus, okay? I understand that you got a great Ferrari, it's perfection, but dude, That's Jesus, okay? You ever see what he drives? You think you can drive faster than him? And I'm like, all right, good point. So this weekend, actually, we're going to take some time. We're going to slow down to 30. We're not going to stop. We're not going to go backwards. We're just going to slow down from 150 to 30, because I feel like for this weekend, that's around where Jesus wants me to be as he's carving out his path for me. So God, the Creator, has created you in perfection. Perfection. Jesus has created the path for you to strive and grow towards that perfection as you're serving his people. And the Holy Spirit is there along the ride. If you feel energized in what you're doing, when you're doing your calling, good. That might be an indication that Jesus is like, cool, pedal to the metal, baby. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling guilty, if you're feeling burnt out, that might be the Holy Spirit's way of saying, hey, slow down. And sometimes we don't want to slow down. So I think they all play a huge role. There's no more, they're three in one. They're all the same, you know what I'm saying? But the Holy Spirit, I think sometimes we miss the Holy Spirit's role. You know, we're like, no, I have to work on Saturdays and Sundays, and 2 a.m, I've got to return these emails because I'm a giver, I'm following his path. And the Holy Spirit's like, this is a long path. This is a 90-year path. We don't want you doing this path for 1 year and then burning out. So sometimes the Holy Spirit gets overlooked, and it's important to listen to the Holy Spirit's role and use discernment and realize, hey, what am I feeling inside? What is the Holy Spirit telling me inside? Hopefully you enjoyed this. You guys have a great weekend, all right? Hey, it's Memorial Day weekend, so unplug a little bit. Maybe you're being called to slow down. Well, maybe you're being called, we all got different walks. Maybe some of y'all are being called to speed up. But you have an amazing growth-driven weekend.